lost innovations of Chinese warfare reveal a history rich with technological advancements and strategic ingenuity that have often been overshadowed by more well-known Western military developments. The Chinese civilization, one of the oldest in the world, contributed significantly to the evolution of warfare, developing a range of technologies and tactical innovations that shaped not only their own military history, but also influenced warfare globally. Today we delve into these forgotten or lesser-known inventions and strategies, uncovering the profound impact they had on both ancient and modern combat. First and foremost, the Chinese were pioneers in the use of gunpowder. While gunpowder's invention is often credited to Chinese alchemists during the Tang Dynasty, its military applications became fully realized in the Song Dynasty. Initially, gunpowder was used in simple fire lances, essentially bamboo tubes that could fire projectiles. These early firearms were the precursors to more complex gunpowder weapons like the fire lance and the hand cannon. The hand cannon, a significant advancement, was a simple yet effective firearm that launched a projectile from a metal tube. This innovation laid the groundwork for future firearms and artillery, revolutionizing warfare across the world. Another remarkable innovation was the invention of the repeating crossbow, also known as the Zhuge crossbow, named after the famed strategist Zhuge Liang of the Three Kingdoms period. This weapon featured a magazine that could hold multiple bolts and a mechanism that allowed for rapid firing without the need to reload after every shot. The repeating crossbow provided a significant tactical advantage by allowing soldiers to unleash a continuous barrage of bolts, overwhelming enemies and changing the dynamics of sieges and battlefield engagements. In the realm of naval warfare, the Chinese made several notable contributions. The invention of the paddlewheel boat during the Sui and Tang dynasties transformed river and coastal warfare. These boats, powered by manually or mechanically operated paddle wheels, could move independently of wind and current, giving them a strategic edge in maneuverability. This innovation proved crucial in battles along China's extensive network of rivers and coastlines, enabling rapid troop deployment and the transportation of supplies. The Chinese also excelled in the development of incendiary weapons. The fire arrow, a projectile tipped with flammable material, was one of the earliest forms of rocket technology. These arrows were used to set fire to enemy ships, fortifications, and troops, causing chaos and destruction. The fire arrow eventually evolved into more sophisticated devices, such as the fire lance, which incorporated a bamboo tube filled with gunpowder and shrapnel, effectively becoming an early form of rocket-propelled grenade. These innovations showcased the Chinese mastery of pyrotechnics and their practical applications in warfare. A less well-known yet highly effective Chinese invention was the use of landmines and naval mines. The Song Dynasty saw the development of the first landmines, known as thunder crash bombs, which utilized a gunpowder charge to create a devastating explosion when triggered. These early mines were used defensively, planted around fortifications and strategic locations to deter or destroy advancing enemy forces. Similarly, naval mines, known as water mines, were deployed to protect harbors and waterways from enemy ships. These mines were anchored to the seabed and equipped with flammable liquids that ignited upon contact, proving a formidable obstacle to enemy naval forces. The art of war in China was not limited to weaponry and tactics. It also encompassed innovative approaches to logistics and military organization. The use of signal flags, smoke signals, and drums for battlefield communication allowed Chinese commanders to coordinate complex maneuvers across large distances. This system of communication was crucial in managing large armies and executing intricate battle plans. Furthermore, the Chinese developed sophisticated supply chain management techniques, including the use of mobile granaries and supply depots, which ensured that their armies were well fed and equipped, even in prolonged campaigns. One of the most intriguing aspects of Chinese military history is the development of psychological warfare techniques. The use of deception, misinformation, and psychological manipulation was a cornerstone of Chinese strategy. As epitomized by Sun Tzu's The Art of War, Chinese commanders often employed strategies to deceive the enemy, such as feigned retreats, surprise attacks, and the use of spies. These tactics aimed to demoralize the opponent and create confusion, leading to their eventual defeat. The emphasis on psychological warfare highlighted the Chinese understanding that the mind was as much a battlefield as the physical terrain. The fortification architecture in ancient China also demonstrated innovative thinking. The Great Wall, while primarily a defensive structure, incorporated numerous offensive elements, such as fortified gates, watchtowers, and beacon towers for communication. These features allowed Chinese forces to monitor and control movement across vast regions, as well as launch counterattacks against invaders. Additionally, the construction of underground tunnels and bunkers provided provided secure locations for storage, shelter, and strategic planning, showcasing an advanced understanding of defensive infrastructure. Another noteworthy innovation was the development of the Trebuchet, an advanced siege weapon capable of launching large projectiles over great distances. The Chinese version, known as the traction Trebuchet, used manpower to operate a sling mechanism that hurled stones, incendiary devices, or other projectiles at enemy fortifications. This weapon was crucial in sieges, capable of breaching walls and causing significant damage to fortifications. The Trebuchet's design and effectiveness influenced the development of similar siege engines in Europe and the Middle East. The Chinese also made significant advancements in armor and protective gear. Lamellar armor, made from small overlapping plates of metal, leather, or lacquered wood, provided effective protection while allowing for flexibility and mobility. This type of armor was widely used by Chinese soldiers and influenced the development of armor in neighboring regions. Additionally, the use of shields, helmets, and other protective equipment demonstrated a comprehensive approach to soldier safety and battlefield readiness. Here are some rare facts about the lost innovations of Chinese warfare. Fire lances. During the Song Dynasty, 961,279 AD, Chinese inventors developed fire lances, which were essentially flamethrowers that shot a stream of flammable liquid to ignite enemy positions. These early flamethrowers were made of bamboo and were used to great effect in battles against invading Mongol forces. Gunpowder. China is credited with the invention of gunpowder, which was first developed during the Tang Dynasty, 618-97 AD. Gunpowder was initially used in fireworks and later in warfare, revolutionizing the way battles were fought. The first recorded use of gunpowder in warfare was during the Song Dynasty, when it was used to defend against the Jurchen-led Jin Dynasty, or rocket artillery. In the 13th century, Chinese inventors developed rocket artillery, which consisted of bamboo tubes filled with gunpowder and launched at enemy positions. These early rockets were used to great effect in battles against the Mongols and were known as fire arrows. Underwater warfare. During the Ming Dynasty, 1368-1644 AD, Chinese naval forces developed underwater warfare tactics, including the use of underwater explosives and divers to attack enemy ships. These tactics were used to great effect in battles against the Japanese and the Portuguese. Trebuchets. Chinese engineers developed trebuchets, which were massive siege engines that used torsion to propel heavy projectiles at enemy fortifications. These early trebuchets were used to great effect in battles against the Mongols and the Jurchen-led Jin Dynasty. Crossbows. The crossbow was invented in ancient China and was used extensively in warfare. Chinese crossbows were known for their accuracy and range, and were used to great effect in battles against the Mongols and the Japanese. During the Han Dynasty, 206 BC 228, Chinese armies used war elephants in battle, which were trained to charge enemy lines and trample enemy soldiers. These war elephants were used to great effect in battles against the Iamnu and other nomadic tribes. Tactics of deception. Chinese military strategists developed tactics of deception, including the use of fake armies, fake battles, and fake retreats to confuse and mislead enemy forces. These tactics were used to great effect in battles against the Mongols and the Japanese. Warfare on the high seas. During the Ming Dynasty, Chinese naval forces developed advanced tactics for warfare on the high seas, including the use of naval artillery, naval mines, and naval ambushes. These tactics were used to great effect in battles against the Japanese and the Portuguese. The Art of War. The Art of War, written by Sun Tzu in the 6th century BC, is one of the most famous military treatises in history. This book outlines the principles of warfare, including the importance of deception, adaptability, and strategy. The art of war has been studied and applied by military strategists around the world for centuries. The decline of these innovations, often due to political instability, cultural shifts, and the passage of time, led to the loss of many ancient Chinese military technologies. However, the legacy of these innovations can still be felt today. Modern military strategies and technologies owe a great deal to these ancient advancements, whether in the use of gunpowder, the design of firearms, or the principles of psychological warfare. In conclusion, the lost innovations of Chinese warfare represent a fascinating and influential chapter in military history. From the invention of gunpowder weapons to the development of advanced siege engines and psychological tactics, the contributions of ancient Chinese civilization to the art of war are profound and far-reaching. These innovations not only shaped the course of Chinese history but also had a lasting impact on global military practices. By studying these lost technologies and strategies, we gain a deeper understanding of the ingenuity and foresight of ancient Chinese military thinkers, as well as the enduring legacy of their contributions to the world of warfare. If you enjoyed this epic journey, please subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical tales. Don't miss out on new videos. Hit the notification bell to stay updated.